to the final Black Ops 4 and Aether storyline conclusion video, guys. That is right, guys. Welcome to the final analysis on the Aether zombie storyline. Oh boy. So today we're gonna be announcing Tag Der Toten, and if it was a good conclusion to Aether. Now, I have good news. So, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I was finally able to get into an Activision account on Cold War, so we have Cold War analysis coming out. The bad news is that on my main account, I have all my stuff saved, and I'm used to having all my skill tiers up to full, and my classes saved. But since I just created a new account on my version 2 account, none of that stuff is there, so I had to start over from scratch. So if my analysis on Cold War is kind of scuffed, it's because of my skill tiers being not at all high, and it's going to be pretty sad to watch, but I hope you guys will enjoy the Cold War. Anyways, let's go and hop into the Tag Der Toten map layout. Now, Tag Der Toten being a remake of Call of the Dead, it's pretty much just going to be like all the other remakes inside of Black Ops 4. It's not going to be as good as the original #1, except for maybe Classified. I don't really know, though. But they're not going to be as good as the originals, but also they're going to add a few new areas that were not in the original map. So, for example, we have a brand new docks and boathouse area. Or in the boathouse, like this giant place behind the boathouse where the Call of the Dead Easter egg step was at. You can now go there, and obviously the big one, the ginormous laboratory up on top of the mountainside. So we have pretty much two sides of the map. We have the giant laboratory, and we have the lighthouse area. I mean, the real annoying part about this map is that at first you have no shortcuts at all, and you kind of have to progress through the map to get those shortcuts by fixing gearboxes or getting the zipline handle. So to get those shortcuts, you have to do some stuff in the map, but once you get those shortcuts, it's going to be a pretty easy map to get around. So it's not too bad, but sometimes it can be a little bit tedious at the beginning, but you know, it's not too bad. Let's go and hop into the gameplay. We talk about the big thing first. So you have to flip 3 power switches in this map, 1 at spawn, 1 in the normal Call of the Dead boat location, and 1 in the giant factory area, and then you will gain access to the golden pack-a-punch, a brand new feature and only in the last map of Black Ops 4, sadly. So all you have to do is use the flinger to fling to an island off in the distance and unlock golden pack-a-punch. You're gonna have to survive a ton of zombies, and you're gonna pack-a-punch a gun. Once you pack-a-punch a gun on the golden pack-a-punch machine, you do not have to upgrade it anymore. It'll be fully upgraded, which should have been in the game beforehand. But, you know, I think if you completed all the Easter eggs except for, like, Classified, let's say, for Aether or something, you should unlock Golden Pack-a-Punch to be the Pack-a-Punch for all the maps. I think that would be a cool bonus, which I think was supposed to be in the game, but was cut for some reason. Really not sure why there. But Golden Pack-a-Punch should have been in the game the whole time, but at least it's on the last map, and it's a very powerful Pack-a-Punch machine that is the same price as normal Pack-a-Punch, but it Pack-a-Punches your guns for a hefty amount of damage. Now, Golden Pack-a-Punch will randomly be selected by the lighthouse, and sometimes it'll make like a brown noise that sounds like a very golden-like sound. And you can just go ahead and fling over to Golden Pack-a-Punch, but only after you activate all 3 power switches. So, yeah, Golden Pack-a-Punch is pretty good. Now, it is pretty cool for this step, but what you need to do is, let's just go and talk about the, terrible bootleg wonder weapons in this map. So let's talk about the Sniper Wunderwaffe real quick. Sniper Wunderwaffe. We should have just gotten the Scavenger, honestly. That would have been sick. I really wish that was in the map. But it's a pretty cool way to get it. You have to unlock a safe that contains the Vril device. I don't know when the last time we saw this was. I don't know if it was in Rise and Drag, or we might have seen it in, I'm not too sure. You basically just need to charge it with souls, and then you just need to bring it to Pablo, get a key, and then you can get the Wunderwaffe Sus. Now, once you get this is pretty much just like a terrible version of the Wunderwaffe. Literally, why you not just give us the normal Wunderwaffe? This thing is pretty abominable, actually. It kills like a few zombies at a time, and it doesn't even kill them automatically. It takes a while. It's not too clear which zombies are zapped and which ones aren't, so you can get overrun very quickly. But we also have the Tundra gun, which I don't even have gameplay for, but it's literally just a terrible version of the Thunder gun. Literally turns zombies into frozen zombies, and that's it. Like I don't even know which one is better, the Winter's Howl or the Tundra gun. We also have the Thunder gun that actually makes your return, which is obviously the best wonder weapon in this map, because not only does it have infinite damage, but it's also pretty fun to use and pretty good. So we got 3 wonder weapons. One is not unique. Actually, no, none of them are unique. All of them are either returning or are bootleg versions. I think I would rather see the wonder weapons return than just try to make them unique but fail miserably. Oh. We also should go ahead and talk about the challenges of this map, which if you complete all of them give you the Thunder gun, which is pretty cool. And they're not too bad to do, honestly, but at the end of the third one, you will get a special challenge that will give you a special award. Once you do the one at the spawn area, you will get 5, I believe it's 5 extra snowballs that you can carry, which is pretty good, because you can use the snowballs can be used in not only other challenges but also in the Easter egg. So I think this one is pretty good if you're doing the Easter egg. We also have one that if you carry pea jars down to the beach, I know you guys are questioning if you did not play this map, which will give you an extra life, which is probably one of the best. I think is the best reward. We also have one that will give you something that breaks out of ice, which is ice water, which basically makes you frozen, but you can break out in like one swipe, so it's pretty good, I guess. When you complete like a target practice game, you'll get a trap, which reduces the trap cost. Really not too good there. I don't find myself using traps, especially on any game. But we also have one that gives you a full armor, which is not only temporary, but it's also useless because armor breaks in like 5 seconds. So it's really not too good here. The challenges, once you complete all of them, like I said, give you the Thunder gun. But if you're doing the gauntlet, then you have to do all of them. But it's okay, I guess. I don't find the challenges to be too bad ever, but it's pretty good there. So I recommend you do probably the one at the beach, or the one at the beach one for the Easter egg. I recommend you do the beach one. Not the beach one. I recommend you do the one at the spawn area and the one beside the lighthouse that gives you an extra life. Let's go and hop into the Easter egg. I think I'm pretty much done with everything about gameplay, so let's go and hop into the Easter egg and storyline. This is where things are going to get real.
I am open the very door. You are here, right? This is not a trick. Hey, I can help you from up here, but I will need the blue rocks and throw in the cave. Hurry!
Good old Pablo is his name, and being a helper is his game. That is right, guys. Mr. Pablo here will help you throughout the entire Easter egg by forging the Agarthan device, which is needed to complete the Easter egg. This guy will help you out several times, and honestly, you wouldn't be able to complete the Easter egg without this guy. This guy is pretty much like someone that helps you out. That literally does the opposite of Rushmore. He helps you instead of making you do stuff. He helps you a lot, actually. He'll give you some stuff. He'll give you some dials for the Easter egg. He'll give you some soapstones. He'll even forge the Agarthan device for you. So yeah, I think we're gonna hop into the Easter egg. So the first step is literally just to complete 2 challenges, and then you gotta claim some things. And then you need to turn them until you hear a ding noise, and then you will hear this from the Apothecant blood that literally tore the entire ship apart, so that's why it's like that. This is the Apothecant blood. So yeah, Mr. Apothecant Boy here will require you to find 3 meat or bones around the map, which I cannot do without looking up a tutorial, but these bones will get, so whatever he says, where feet slip, or something. You need to go find something that matches whatever he says, but you can just look up a guide for. But you basically just need to go look for bones or meat somewhere. It's a pretty easy step, honestly. And once you find the 3, he will then give you another hint, and then you gotta go find a painting, use dynamite on it, and then you will have the seal of duality. That is right, guys. Behind it, just locked inside of a safe somewhere. And then you can just bring it back to him, and then you have to fight the Apothicon Blood, which is one of the harder steps, especially the 3rd one. But this gets pretty intense when you're fighting this guy, and he will begin flying around the room, and you just need to kill him, and then you need to go get some orbs, and then you just need to feed them to the Seal of Duality, and now you have blood, and you have the powered up Seal of Duality. And then you need to listen to a campfire thing, which I'm not going to show because it's really not too important, honestly. And then you need to go, what's the next? Oh yeah, then you need to go do some stuff with some soapstones, and then you just need to get the elemental shard, which was literally Alpha Omega. So you're basically just going through Alpha Omega again, but not really. Once you do this non-weird thing where literally this entire step is just powering up a door, and then once you get the elemental shard, all you need to do is just go shoot some more Apothicon Blood, and then you will claim that Apothicon Blood. You just need to fight him yet again. Listen to another campfire, and then we're going to transition to a pretty hard step, honestly. This one is the one where you need to do a lockdown inside of the lighthouse, and these things will be spawning fast, and they will be running fast. So what I do is I don't even shoot zombies, except since I have this challenge I am. But I don't even shoot zombies in this step. I just train at the bottom of the lighthouse, don't even need to shoot zombies. Once it finishes, just you need to go claim the Seal of Duality, and I'm an absolute fool, and I don't have the Thunder Gun yet, and now I cannot, and now once I picked up the Seal of Duality, I cannot Pack-a-Punch anymore, so I can't Pack-Punch my Thunder Gun, but that's not too big of an issue, but it would be better if I Pack-a-Punched it. But now you just need to Pack-a-Punch the Seal of Duality in all 4, I believe it's 4 of the Pack-a-Punch machines around the map, and then you just need to go shoot some more Apothicon Blood, get some more of that, and, just go put it back at the campfire, and then you need to go to the Golden Pack-a-Punch Machine Island. And then once you do this, you'll pretty much begin the boss fight. I don't really count it as a boss fight, but all you need to do is just begin the boss fight. Pack-a-Punch the Pack-a-Punch Seal of Duality in the Golden Pack-a-Punch Machine, and then you'll begin the transport the Apothicon Blood step. The Apothicon Blood will then rise into the sky, and then a ginormous... oh yeah, look at how good this looks. On a giant, it looks cool in game, but on a giant escort step, and this is the end to the Aether storyline right here. No cool Apothicon boss fight or anything, but no. You have to escort this little Apothicon Blood vessel thing all the way throughout the entire map, and it's going to be moving pretty slow, but you're going to have zombies, you're going to have anything, literally everything start chasing. You're going to have bootleg Catalyst zombies chasing you, which I didn't even mention, but... you're going to have every single type of zombie chasing you pretty much in this map, and it'll stop at like 3 times. It'll stop at like this one little part of the boat, and then you just have to fill it up with souls, and then it'll stop again at some points. And then once you finish the step, you'll eventually be getting max ammos as you go along, of course. But this gets pretty intense while you're up at the top of the lighthouse, because it gets overran very fast. But you're going to have to escort this thing over the zip line. You're going to have to literally ride the zip line without dying, because when you're outside the bubble, you obviously start dying. And you're going to be having a ton of stuff happen to you. You might die once or twice, honestly. This is a pretty hard step. Once you get to the laboratory room where you grab the fuse for the elemental shard, you're just going to have to keep killing zombies and stay inside the bubble as it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller as cool music starts playing. And once you start dying a lot too, you're going to have to start using gobble gums. You're going to have to start using some stuff because this gets intense as heck. Now, once you finish this step and it gets so low that it just has a giant flash of light, this will occur.
You have spoken many times of a war, Nikolai. A great war.
Yeah, a war unlike any we have ever seen.
Oh, are you going to tell them everything, Nikolai? The Apothicons, the Keepers, the Shadow Men, the Dark Aether.
Shadow Man? The Apotha what's? What's he talking about, Nikolai?
They are legends contained in the book, the Chronorium. Tales of demons and angels commanded by the forces of light and darkness.
That does not sound unlike any war we have ever faced.
Demons and angels, light and darkness, the big stuff. Who was who? Which was which? Do you know that, Nikolai?
Monty and Shadow Man were more similar than you know, Richtofen. Both were corrupted by the dark ether. One by his own ambition, the other desperately trying to save his friend. Do you remember when I asked you what you really want?
You remember? Why do you ask this now?
Because the Great War? No. The greatest war is the one we fight against ourselves.
Running around. Almost. What's he up to in that lighthouse? Doesn't look right. Hey, it's one of those portal things. Where's he going?
Do you hear the sounds of conflict? He is going to war.
My friends, you asked me before what my name is. I did not tell you because I no longer felt like myself, you know? But you brought me back. You made me whole again. My name is Pablo. Pablo Marinus. Once and future hero of the Great War. And I am going to save the universe!
Save the universe, huh? I thought that was our job.
Go, comrades! He left that for you! Comrades, as we toast our victory, I want each of you to think about what you really want. Where would you like to go now? Believe me, you can have it.
Richtofen? Has something gone wrong? We did everything you asked! You haven't forgotten about us, have you?
No, Sammy. I haven't forgotten about you.
It is time, Richtofen. The multiverse must come to an end. The paradox must be resolved. At least, it will be quick.
What are you talking about? We found the Agarthan device!
I know. And I'm so sorry.
Me too, Richtofen. We fought for what we wanted. We got more than we deserved. All the chapters of our lives, good and bad. Even if there was no witness, even if no one cared to see, it still happened.
somewhere. We fought the Great War over and over, but victory could never be ours. We were always doomed to fail. Monty told us the truth. Our journey is the very reason this madness exists. We are the ones who fractured the universe. This is the truth the Chronorium showed me. The truth Richtofen could no longer face. When we are gone, so too is everything that spewed forth from the Aether. Element 115, the Apothecons, even Monty himself. All of it will be banished to where it belongs. The Dark Aether. We should not be here. Our time has passed. But for all the pain and torment we have endured together, as we leave this life behind, it is my hope that you know one thing beyond any doubt.
Look away, Eddie.
You are more than just my allies, my brothers in arms. You were my friends.
That's right, guys. The only way to make everything back to normal and Sam and Eddie have a perfectly normal life, they have to all die. Because of their interference with Element 115 and the Aether and everything like that, Nikolai poisons everyone and they all die, and then Nikolai ends up getting shot and everything gets erased from existence, Dark Aether related, Alpha, Omega, Classified, Blood of the Dead, Tag Der Toten. All of these maps are now erased from existence, and only Sam and Eddie are able to make it out of the universe alive. Now, it's not actually the last time we see these two characters, because they'll get introduced back into Cold War, which we'll talk about in the next game analysis. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up Aether. All of these characters that we ended up loving, Ultimus, Primus, Victus, ladies and gentlemen, the characters that we play as. The in the Aether storyline is Victus. But all these characters that we play as, Victus, all the characters that were in the Aether storyline are now erased and dead from history. Everyone is either erased and, yeah, they're all dead. So, and only Sam and Eddie are only made out. And, yeah, Nikolai knows this, and so does Richtofen, but he does not want to accept the truth, and he is shot. All of these characters, Richtofen and Nikolai were the only two people to know how this ends. And one of them knew what had to be done and did what had to be done, while one of them wouldn't accept what had to be done. So, yeah, guys, all of this leading up to this was how to end the entire Dark Aether was to die. Hope you guys did enjoy this the entire Aether and Tag Der Toten zombies analysis, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're going to start with Cold War, and it's going to be so scuffed because I'm not leveled up in that game at all on my second account. On my first account, I'm doing really good in Cold War, but I hope you guys will enjoy the Cold War analysis, and I hope you'll stick around, and I hope you guys enjoyed the BO4 analysis, and I'm really excited to start a new game. Peace.